Well, hello and congratulations. You have just made the best decision to fill your adult getaway with relaxation, luxury, and of course, we've got thrilling casino gaming. I'm Jenny Milkowski, and I want to welcome you to San Diego's luxury gaming destination, Viejas Casino and Resorts. Okay, so obviously I'm super antsy to get my butt out on the floor, win myself a jackpot, maybe two, but first, I think we should heat things up in the kitchen. You were very scared, Chef, I know.
I was.
Executive chef here, the brains behind all the delicious food that you can have in-house, or you can put on your PJs so nobody can watch you and you can stuff your face in your hotel room, right?
One of our best kept secrets is our room service menu that we do absolutely fantastic food. So if you're on the floor, you're playing, you're winning, you go to your room, you're ready to retire, look at the room service menu. We've got some great things that are available for our guests.
Well, and the best part is you don't have to suck in your gut because nobody's watching you in your hotel room. All right, so we're gonna start with, I think, the beef fillet.
Beef fillet. We serve it in a number of our outlets. One of the great, probably the most regal part of meat, and we want to show our viewers how to make it.
Okay, can I cook with you?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Chef Larry just let me, this is basically your home, right?
Yeah,
and you
very
let
much.
me come back here.
Very much a comfortable place for you to cook and do some great things. So yeah, absolutely ready to do a great dish.
Okay, well I see a big hunk of meat there,
Wow.
so we're gonna get
That's
started.
one way to describe it, definitely one way. But I tell you what, this is probably the most regal, most expensive cut of beef you can get. It's actually the tenderloin of beef, the filet mignon, many variations of it. But I think what's very special about this meat, if you look at it, Jenny, you see, look at the marbling in that. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. All this marbling is flavor. That's the fat that's built into the meat. So it's gonna be tender, it's gonna be juicy, it's gonna be succulent if we cook it to the right time and temperature, okay? So this needs nothing more than a little bit of salt and pepper.
Okay.
So let's do the salt and pepper.
Okay. Also, I've never stared at a piece of meat so intently before. It's like a piece of art.
It's something's gonna happen for sure, it's gonna be good. I actually urge our viewers too, when you're cooking steak, any kind of steak, leave the meat out for about 30 minutes at room temperature, let it temper. And what happens is that it gives you a better reference point when you're cooking it, and just a little bit of olive oil. So that kind of just brings in the seasoning, adds a little bit of a seasoning crust. Once again, a little bit of salt and pepper, and that's really all you need. Jenny, you ready to put that meat on the grill?
Oh, I'm gonna do it?
Let's do
Okay.
it. Let's do it. I'll do the honors, I'll carry it over, you take the
Okay.
tongs,
Okay.
and make sure you get it on the white hot part of the grill here. A
Okay.
little bit hot, so drop it quick.
Just drop it quick.
There you go. Awesome.
Whoa!
Awesome job. Thank you so much. So Jenny, there's some magic happening now because we've done this beautiful crosshatch design, which we're searing it on both sides. You see that? We're going
Yeah.
to turn it over. We have another one going this way. We're going to put this in the oven for a couple of minutes, 350 degrees, 10 to 15 minutes, to whatever desired doneness we want on our steak. Nothing goes better with a beautiful filet mignon or filet of beef than a great béarnaise sauce.
Ooh.
Not often served, but we do it here at Viejas. We do it in a big way.
Okay.
It's an egg yolk sauce with some clarified butter, some interesting ingredients. We're going to show everyone how to make it right now.
Okay.
I got some egg yolks in here, and if you can, just start mixing those for me, Jen. Just lightly mix it.
I like how you're trusting me with this.
I'm going to add
like this?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Great job. I'm going to add a little bit of water, and a little bit of lemon juice. So I'm going to go and take that from you now, and I'm going to bring it over to the fire. So what we do is we have what we call a double boiler here. We got some water in the pan boiling at a low simmer, and I'm going to begin to cook these egg yolks along with the lemon juice and the water over the flame. So what it does for us, it allows the eggs to temper and cook slowly and evenly. So really, the bowl is not touching the water, it's more of a steam chamber, see? And you're allowed to just steam the eggs without curdling them or cooking them too fast.
If you get tired, I can take over, FYI.
You want to step in?
Yeah,
Why not?
sure,
Step in
okay.
there. Just watch out for the heat there.
Okay.
If you need a towel, there's a towel here for you. Look at that. Nice biceps.
Thank you.
Great job. Okay, let's pull it off. Great job, great job. I will change positions with you and go back over on this side. And look at that. So what we have now with those egg yolks, and it now holds that ribbon. If you draw back, it stays separated. So what we're gonna do now is now take these egg yolks over, and we're gonna incorporate the other ingredients. So we're not done yet with the whipping part, right?
Okay,
We got a
more
little bit more
whipping.
work to do. So if I'm making this sauce at home, I have a little trick I do. If I'm all alone and I don't have the benefit of working with you, I have to keep the bowl steady as I'm adding in the clarified butter. So I get a wet rag, I make a little bit of a rope, and I set my bowl down in it right here. And now I can mix without it moving, see?
Oh, wow.
It's a little bit of friction,
that.
a little bit of traction there.
So for all the single people out there who have to
how you
cook
make
alone,
your béarnaise sauce.
that's how you do it.
So what we're gonna do now is add this clarified butter in a slow, steady stream. Could you do that for me while I whip it?
In a slow, steady stream?
Yes.
Is that slow enough?
That is a little bit too fast.
Oh,
we'll
whoa.
slow it down just a little bit, but I'm continuing to whip.
Ah!
Very good.
Well,
And
this is
add
why
about
you're
a
the
half the
executive
butter.
chef.
So I've had the butter in there. I think we're good. And now we have this nice sauce, okay? So if you can, I got a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper right there. You can go ahead and a little bit of dash of that in there.
A dash of each?
Yes, some salt, a little bit of pepper. Reminder that we have our lemon juice in there already. And then I made a reduction. This is a reduction made with a little bit of fresh tarragon, red wine vinegar, and shallot.
Okay.
You just put it with the wine, reduce it down till it has this kind of this cooked down mixture to it, to cook down consistency. We'll add that in there. And then if you might, a couple of dashes of hot pepper sauce.
I like things very spicy. But just a couple?
A couple of drops.
Okay.
There you go.
That's it?
Good job. Now, every good cook should know this, but you gotta taste what you cook, right? So don't be afraid to give it a little taste, and if you need to adjust the seasoning, you can certainly do that. So I have a clean tasting spoon for you. Taste it. My guess, it might need a little bit of salt, but you'll be the judge.
I think it's good. I don't know.
think it's good?
Yeah.
Okay, let me dive in.
Oh, my bite was way bigger than yours.
To me, a little bit salt. So
Okay.
let's humor the chef, a little bit salt, and let's go ahead and mix that in. So here we have a beautiful classical béarnaise sauce. We got our steak in the oven. We cooked some vegetables along with it. We have some beautiful mashed potatoes. We have our sauce made. You ready to go dish it up?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go do it.
I have like the biggest smile on my face because I just want to eat this, but we have to make it pretty.
Now the
Right.
art comes into
Yeah.
play. How we plate it, how we design it, how we lay it out for our guests is very important to us because we want them to eat with their eyes first and foremost, but also hit in between the eyes with that great flavor. Now, speaking of flavor, I want to make sure that we take this step and we pay attention to it. Is that anytime you do a great steak, you had to do a little finishing salt. We seasoned it earlier, but what you want to do is also get a little bit of seasoning salt. Fleur de sel is the French one. It's a very coarse salt, as you can see, and
Can I touch it?
You can touch it. Actually, I want you to sprinkle it
Okay.
on a little bit on top of the steak to finish the steak. That just crowns it. It's a little bit tart, a little bit acidic, but also adds the needed salt.
Oh,
so it's
more,
perfect,
okay.
just like that. And it's a little bit wet to the touch, isn't it? Because it's
Yeah.
sea salt after all. And then, of course, maybe just a little bit of fresh parsley on top. But time to plate this up. All of our hard work has now come to fruition. Let's build the art piece, okay? So we have a beautiful large plate here, and we're gonna add some asparagus spears. And I like kind of just to lay them out in the middle of the plate. I like to layer when I cook and do things, so let's just lay it like this.
It's like
Put one
dressing in
more.
San Diego. You have to layer,
You
right?
have to layer, absolutely. And then I have some balsamic onions, which are just reduced in a little bit of balsamic vinegar, a little bit of brown sugar, and a little bit of red wine. I put those on top as well. Then I have these terrific plum tomatoes or baby grape tomatoes, and we're gonna add those in right now. And I just randomly put those on top.
Well, you have a good eye for design because
Well,
I would just dump them in the
You
middle.
just kind of want to spread it out because really the crowning element on this dish is going to be that beautiful filet on top. And then we have some beautiful whipped potatoes. So off to the side here, we've already made these off camera. Got beautiful, very smooth whipped potatoes, right? You want to give them a taste or is this
Yeah, I do.
mashed
Is
potatoes?
is this the right spoon?
That's the one.
I got way too excited for that.
Maybe I knew you. Maybe it's premonition about how you like potatoes, but
Okay.
try those out.
This is like a good ladylike bite,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Good, very smooth and nice to the
Stop.
touch.
Okay.
So those are very good. A little bit of butter, a little bit of cream, of course, on that. And then now we're going to take our beautiful filet, and we're just going to put it on top or lay it on top like this, right? And then I have a little bit of red wine sauce. We have two sauces, just a little bit of red wine sauce that we put on this dish, a little bit on the corner. Now, where you really earned your keep today was helping me with that beautiful tarragon-infused sauce. So what I'd like you to do is take honors and take that beautiful béarnaise sauce, whip it up a little bit, and just put a little bit on this side of the dish. There you go.
Very aggressive whipping.
And you
I'm
just
not
wanna
sure.
you just wanna dab a little bit on this side of the fillet.
Which side?
This
That
side. This side.
Oh,
Right on top.
lovely.
Right on top. We
How
want to
much?
crown it as much as you like.
Oh, okay.
I think about twice that much would be great.
Okay. I can't believe you're letting me do this.
Nicely
Oh,
done.
no, it's
You
fine.
worked for it, but it should. It should, as we say, nappe, or actually kind of cascade down like that.
Okay.
And then to finish it, you add a little bit more parsley on top. Look at this spectacular dinner. Grilled filet of beef with some roasted tomatoes, as well as some asparagus, some beautiful mashed potatoes, a little bit of red wine sauce, and that terrific Béarnaise sauce that you made.
Oh my God.
Awesome job.
Now, this is something you have
Congratulations.
to take a picture of. You got to post it.
Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. Look at that.
That's amazing. All
And
right.
our in-room dining guests will really, truly enjoy that from us.
So I don't know how you are, but I have a humongous sweet tooth. Like, I have to have something sweet after every meal. In the privacy of my own hotel room, you've got something for us, right?
To balance out the
Yeah.
savory grilled beef fillet, we want to do an awesome creme brulee.
Okay, boom.
Starts out with two major ingredients, some scalded cream and some egg yolks again. But in the scalded cream, Jenny, I split vanilla bean. So this is actually a split vanilla bean. This whole, and I actually carefully split this. And if you scrape that vanilla bean, you'll see actually the vanilla come right out of it. See that?
Oh.
And that I just put into the cream as it scalds and warms up, okay? Meanwhile, we're gonna add to our egg yolks some sugar.
Okay.
That's gonna sweeten it. We'll add the sugar in there. Let's break that up, it clumped. And if you could mix that up for me, that would be fantastic.
Okay.
So we've got the sugar and the egg yolks. It'll all blend together.
Look at that.
So I'm gonna add in the cream. So you either make sure that the cream, along with the vanilla that you've infused and scalded in there, is properly cool, or you do what we temper it. We add it in slow intervals while you're mixing the eggs. We slowly change the temperature of the mixture. So I'm gonna add that in there. Not knowing how
Keep stirring.
hot the cream is, keep stirring. I'm gonna add the cream in there in these steady intervals, a little at a time. You see a little smoke coming off or steam, that means the cream is a little bit warm. So I don't wanna cook the egg yolks. I wanna change the temperature very slowly. So a little bit more of the cream along with the vanilla in there. So what we're gonna do now is go over to these brulee dishes that I have, and we're going to pour this in. So we wanna bake it in a water bath, but about 325 degrees. If you would be kind enough to just slowly portion this in each of those dishes. I'm gonna create the water's bath. I'm gonna add a little bit of water.
Is that too much?
That's perfect. Very good. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Right on the money.
Thank you.
So if I'm brave, I'll pour the water in now. If I'm not so brave, I'll go take this to the oven very carefully, then I'll get to the oven, and I'll pour this water in. So I'm not pouring it inside the dish, I'm pouring it around the dish, as you can see here. This creates a steam bath, or the bain-marie that we call, that makes it bake. So let's go ahead and put that in the oven.
Okay. Finishing touches.
Finishing touches. So we pulled it out of the oven, about an hour at 325 degrees in that steam bath, right? And we want a creme brulee that's relatively set. You see it set here. It's gonna be creamy, smooth. It's gonna be decadent with that vanilla, as well as that delicious egg yolk that we have in there. So if these are cooked, they're set. We allow them to cool, and now we're gonna have some fun, Jenny. I promise you we're gonna enjoy fun now. So what we're gonna do now is do the sugar crust. Creme brulee really means burnt cream. So we get that burnt effect by adding a little bit of sugar, and then we're gonna torch it and create a beautiful sugar crust. So with a little bit of help from our spoon here, we're gonna add a little bit of sugar on top. And I'm gonna do one and you can do the other one. So a little bit of sugar, about 1 teaspoon of sugar per brulee would be good. And what I like to do is I like to take it and just like knock it on the side. So I spread that sugar around evenly, right? Just kind of bounce it around like this on the board.
Can I do this one now?
And you get that even coating of sugar, absolutely.
Oh no, we got chunks in there.
We got chunks. There you go. So now with our torch, we're basically now just gonna burn the sugar.
Okay, should I back away?
No,
Am I safe?
That's fine. It kind of just aims it where we need to. And as you can see, as we burn the sugar it caramelizes. It's that beautiful brulee effect. And the smell of that burnt caramel, that sugar, is just really, really hypnotic. And that looks like it's a good crust.
It just hit my nose.
Isn't that great?
Just hit. Oh, it's so good.
And as it cools, the crust forms. So let's have you do yours, and let's see which one turns out best. We'll
Okay.
serve that to our
Well,
guests
obviously
today.
mine. Yeah.
There you go. Let's see. Good.
smells so good.
It sounds great, doesn't it? It smells fantastic. It looks great.
Oh
There
no,
you
mine
go.
has a bubble.
There you go. It's fine. It'll
Whoa.
look, it'll come back
Mine
down.
is coming to life.
And you've got a beautiful sugar crust.
Boom.
There you go.
Okay.
There's our sugar crust on our creme brulee. Now, final presentation. Allow this to cool down for a couple of minutes. I like to just take a small little scoop of whipped cream, put it off to the corner here, like that. Maybe take some more additional fruit, maybe a raspberry, a blackberry.
Well, what if people like a little bit more? Can we add a little
You
bit
can add.
more?
I'm going to let you do yours. You do yours your way.
Okay.
And then maybe a little bit of another raspberry here. And then that's it.
Look at that.
Nicely done.
Look at that.
Classic creme brulee, a little bit of fruit and some chantilly cream or sweetened whipped cream.
Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna take this, right, and sneak up into my room and eat it after I'm done gambling.
Absolutely.
Is that it? Okay.
This
so
will,
can I take this apron off and then just go to the casino floor?
Absolutely.
And then you'll bring that up
But
to
we
my
got to
room?
taste first. How about that?
Taste
what if
right
we
now?
taste our dishes right now?
Okay.
Let me bring our filet back in the picture here. Boy, look at that texture. Look at that doneness that we did. Perfectly medium rare. We have that sauce. And really, Jenny, I really want you to indulge yourself in that terrific sauce that you made with the Béarnaise sauce. Give that a shot. You can spoon. Sorry, I don't have a fork.
That's okay.
But maybe it's so
I
tender
mean,
you'll
I
eat
will
it with
eat
a
it
spoon.
with my hands if necessary.
It's so tender you'll have it with a spoon.
Okay.
So try that little piece of meat with a little bit of the sauce on top.
Wait, we're going potato. We're
Do
putting
it. Do it
everything all
in
at
one bite.
once.
Beautiful.
My eating is not going to be as beautiful as your presentation.
It was meant to be consumed. Isn't that filet something? That's the flavor of the filet is awesome. And the accoutrement that we added, the balsamic onions, the Béarnaise sauce, a little bit of the red wine demi, along with the mashed potatoes and asparagus. Send it
This is going
out of
in
this
like
world into
a
your
to-go
room.
box for me later. That's
Okay.
amazing.
Are you ready for dessert?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, let's try this one. So I want you to kind of do a little ceremony. I want you to crack that crust first and see if you can get through that crust. Just crack it, just
What is the
tap your spoon.
proper
Lay your
cracking
spoon down
technique?
flat and just tap it and see if you have a nice crust.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Yep, you can hear it crack. You can hear it crack. Yeah, absolutely. Give it a shot. A little bit of cream, a little bit of fruit. Our delicious classic creme brulee with chantilly cream and fruit. Ooh.
Oh, look at that. I don't know why my bites are so big.
I know why. It tastes good. Isn't that good? Give me a little
That's
shot of it.
amazing.
I'm gonna try a little shot of that
That's
myself.
amazing. No, I didn't say you could have it.
Oh, okay. You can have mine. You can have mine.
That is so good.
Delicious. Absolutely phenomenal. So,
Okay.
classic creme brulee, beautiful filet mignon cooked perfectly, and you signed the seal of approval, so it must be good.
Yeah, done. Boom.
Now you can take off that apron, and we'll turn you loose onto the gaming floor.
The food.
Well, come back and see me
This is a hard decision. Jackpot.
anytime.
Jackpot.
Or give me a call and
Okay.
order it for your room.
Okay, I'm taking this off, and I'm gonna go gamble and win big, and
Awesome.
then eat more.
Thank you so much.
Boom.
Thank you.
They're so good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is supposed to be a private moment, okay? Although I know you've been there the entire time. Just because the gambling is over doesn't mean the fun stops once you hit the hotel room. You can actually order some of your Viejas favorites from the restaurants here straight to your hotel room. All you gotta do, pick up the phone, which is what I'm about to do, because guess what? This is not enough for me. I need more. So listen, thank you for watching. I'm Jenny Milkowski. You're gonna have to leave now because I'm gonna eat this steak, okay? Bye-bye.